So again, let's go further. So it all starts as usual with import OS. Now let's do this real quick, and then followed by record size will be 10, and then file size equals os dot, I don't like this, okay, os dot path get size c:/temp slash the name of the file is names.bin. all right, and then let's get the number of record. Num record is equal to int file size divided by record size. This will give me the answer of 3. okay, and then followed by, now we need two file object, we need two file handles. The first file object will be pointing to names.bin to read, and the second file handle is used to write into another file, let's say names1, right? So f in equals open, and then followed by c:/, and then the name of the folder is temp, the name of the file is names.bin. The operation that I'm going to perform will be read, and hence it's to do with the binary file. Let's keep the file mode to RB. all right, RB, and then fout, I need another file handle by the name of fout, open c:/temp names1. This will be the file where I'll be transferring the old names from the names to names1.bin, and then the file mode will be WB. all right, WB. okay, and then what else do I need? That's it, I guess. okay, after this, for I in range num underscore record. okay, I now need to prompt the user for the name to be deleted, right? So I'll just have something like this: nm equals input enter name to be deleted. So the user will enter the name that is to be deleted from the file, and then as usual, name equals name plus, I need to add the following spaces: nm plus, and then re record size, which will be 10, minus length of nm, and then multiplied by the space. okay, so this will concatenate the spaces in order for the nm to take up the complete quarter of 10 bytes or 10 characters, and then finally will encode it. Otherwise you'll not be able to perform the match between the name to be replaced, name to be deleted, with names in the file, because the names in the files are already encoded. So the name to be deleted should also be encoded so that there'll be a perfect match. okay, so after this, okay, now once I'm finished with this, I'll take the help of position, that will be equal to 0, and then would you like to have this found? Okay, let's have this also found. Initially it will be false. okay, and then after this, I have to move the file pointer of fn dot seek followed by position. all right, fn dot seek position followed by str equals, or shall I use name equal fn dot read followed by record size. So what happens here is the first name will be read, the first name will be read. As per the example, it will be NEY, and the name that I'm going to delete will be LEO. So the name that will be deleted, is LEO, LEO followed by 7 spaces. It'll be encoded. So the value of NM, I repeat, the value of NM is LEO. So Leo should be deleted. So the first name that will be read is NEY. I now need to compare whether the name to be deleted, matches up with the first name in the file. So for this, if NM is not equal to str, okay, if it's not equal to, should I copy from names to names 1? Just give it a little thought over this statement. If NM, the name to be deleted, if it's not equal to the first name, should I be copying the first name from names to names 1? The answer is right. So if it doesn't match, I do copy the first name of the file from names to names 1. So if the condition is true, I do have to write, but the handle that I have to use is fout. Fout.write, and then I write NAME. Okay, sorry, so this has to be NAME, right? So I hope you're clear with this. As per our example, the value of NM is LEO, alright? The value of NM is LEO. The value of name, the first name that is read is NEY. Is Leo not equal to Nay? Is Leo not equal to Nay? Is the condition true? Yes, the condition is true. It's not equal. Very much, they are not equal. If they are not equal, I write the value of name, which is Nay, using the file handle of fout. So where is this fout? The fout is here. So the Nay will be written into names1.bin using the file handle of fout. Okay, and then I write here else. I'll come to this little later. Found is equal to true. If it's equal, the condition becomes false, and then you come here, the value of found will be changed to true. Alright, and then I update the position. I update the value of position by adding the record size plus, and then you have rec followed by rec underscore, and then you have size. Alright, and then I come out. I would like to print a message saying or just hang on, just make a little modification. If not found, if the value of found remains to be false, not a found will be true, I would like to print a message saying print old name, or nm dot decode is not found in the file. Alright, however, if it's true, print, I would like to print a message saying record updated. Okay, the next statement will be, let's close fn dot close. Will close both the file handles, fout dot close. Right, so the old file, or the file from which the names are read, I would like to have it removed. So for this, I need to use the OS module and the function called remove. The file from which the names have been read is c:/ followed by temp, and then you have names.bin. So this is the file that I want to delete it. Okay, and then I would like to rename the new file name of c:/temp/names1.bin. Now this is the file where the name to be deleted will not appear. Okay, I'll come up with the explanation a little later. And then I would like to rename names1 to names.bin. So c:/temp/ and then you have names.bin. Alright, so that's it, I guess. So we'll run the program and check. We'll just open this names. You have Nay, Leo and Louis. I would like to delete Leo. Alright, so I'll just close this and I'll run the program. Hopefully it runs. Okay, enter name to be deleted. It will be Leo. Record updated. Why do I get to see this? Or I should be saying record deleted. Okay, now let's go and check. I'll open this. There you go. Leo stats deleted. Now the logic behind this program is, I'll go back to the program. Okay, let's do this real quick. So you have two files. The first one is the names.bin. In the names.bin you have three names, starting with Nay, and then you have Leo followed by Louis. And then I open another file called names1.bin. So I have two files. The first one is names, which has all three names, and then I have a new file by the name of names1, which is totally empty. And then enter name to be deleted, and then I enter Leo, Leo. So the value of nm will be Leo followed by 7 spaces. So that's the name that is to be deleted. Okay, let's come further down. The value of I will start with 0. The value of I will start with 0. So fn.seek0 means the file pointer will be pointing at the first character of the first name, which is n. And then it reads the first name. So the value of name will be Nay. The value of name will be Nay, N-E-Y. The value of nm, the name that is to be deleted, is Leo. Is it? Leo is not equal to Nay. Leo is not equal to Nay. Is the condition true? Yes, the condition is true. If the condition is true, I need to write the value of name. The value of name is N-E-Y. N-E-Y will now be copied into names1.bin through the file handle called fout. Right? So look at this. So Nay will be copied from names to names1, and then the value of position will be updated by 10 bytes or 10 characters. The next name will be read. The next name that will be read is Leo. Okay, Leo. So the value of name is Leo. So this time what happens is the value of nm, the name to be deleted is Leo. The name that is found in the file is also Leo. So Leo is not equal to Leo. Leo is not equal to Leo. Is the condition true or false? The condition is false. If the condition is false, this will not be executed. If this does not execute, Leo will not be written into names1.bin. Since there is a match between the second name in the file with the name to be deleted, hence this condition becomes false. If this condition becomes false, this statement will not be executed. If this does not execute, Leo will not be copied from names to names1.bin. So my question is, do you see Leo in names1? No, because that's the name that I want to delete. So in short, If there is a match, that name will not be copied from names to names1.bin. Very simple. And then it comes down to else part, found is equal to true. Again, the position value will be updated. Again, it runs further checks. If there is a match, that name will not be copied from name to names1.bin. So at the end of this for block, can I say that Nay and Louis are the names which are copied from names to names1.bin? So at the end of this for block, you now have two files. Names with 3 names, names1 with just 2 names without Leo, because that's the name that is to be deleted, right? So, and then I come further down, the value of found, is it true or is it false? It's true. Not of true, because this condition has been false. If this condition was false, when the value of nm was Leo, when there was a match, this statement got executed. So the value of found is now true. So not of true is false. If false, this statement will not be executed. This statement will indeed be executed. Record updated or record deleted. Makes more sense. And then followed by fn will now be closed. Fout will now be closed. They need to be closed first, and then followed by any further changes. So this time os.remove, this is the module with which you can use the function remove. So you have two files. Remember, the first one is names. So the names will now be removed. Alright. And using this function of rename, names1 will be renamed to names.bin. So literally, you now have just one file by the name of names.bin. The old names with 3 names will be removed first. The leftover file by the name of names1.bin will be renamed to names.bin. So as a result of which, I get to see this file. When I open this, I do not see Leo. Let's run the program and delete Louis. Okay, we'll just try it. Let's run the program again. Just get rid of the spaces. Okay, I'll just run the program again. So this time I want to delete Louis. Record deleted, and I check. You will not see Louis, right? So this is how you write the program to delete a name in the binary file. So with this, we have come to the end of handling binary files through operation like searching, adding names, and then the third one is updating, and then followed by deletion. Now, those were the programs which were implemented without using a module by the name of pickle. Now, this is going to be the next topic. The first part was handling binary files without using the pickle module. Now, the next part from here on will be dealing with again binary files, but we are going to use the pickle module. Now, with this module, we'll be able to write the object or structures which are in the form of say the list or dictionary. Okay, so with the help of pickle module, we'll be able to write the object or structures in the form of a list or dictionary into the files. The earlier part, we have handled the binary files with no usage of list or the dictionary as such. So let's go further, and then we'll deal with the first program of the pickle module. Okay, so let's import the pickle module. Let's try to understand the pickle module first. I'll keep it very simple. When I enter, or for that matter, when anybody enters the data through keyboard, this format is maintained in the memory called RAM, Random Access Memory. Okay, so this is one format, or this is one data representation. So these data, which appears in RAM, before they go and sit permanently on the disk, the format needs to be converted into the byte stream. So one data format is the data representation in the RAM, or the active part of the memory, which is called RAM. The moment you want to save or store this information permanently onto the file or onto the disk, again another format is being used, and the name of that format is called byte stream, as I've explained earlier. So this pickle module will help us to convert the format of the memory, or the format of the active memory, to the format of byte stream, which is supported by files which reside on the disk. So in short, pickle allows us to convert the object or structure in the memory onto the byte stream, which is supported by files in the memory. Or at times, if we would like to send the data format over a network, again the pickle module should be used. So let's not go into that. That will only complicate the matter. So basically, it is used to convert the data format of the active memory into the byte stream format, which helps to store the information permanently onto the disk. So we'll have a list by the name of record. The record, which is nothing but a list. And then I run a loop while true, and then I'll accept some data. We'll keep it very simple. Say roll number equals int input enter roll number. All right, and then followed by name equals input, I'll have enter name. Right, so let's have only two data. And then record.append, hope you're familiar with this. And then I need to append the roll number with name. I'll just make the program a little simpler. Data equals, I'll have another list, so which will have the first element of roll number followed by the second element of name. All right, and then I'll append the data list to the record list, and then let's display a message, whether the user wants to continue further. So it's going to be like choice equals input. Okay, do you wish to continue, yes or no? If choice dot upper, this is the function which will convert the character into its corresponding uppercase character. If it's equal to n, I would like to break out of the loop. Okay, that's it. And then I'll open the file handle, which will point to, now this is writing, so open and then c:/temp/ followed by stu.bin, and then you will have the file mode of WB. Since we are carrying out the writing operation using pickle module, it will be W followed by B. So this is how you make use of the pickle module. Pickle dot, the name of the function will be dump. What dump will do is it will write the object into the file. Okay, short and simple. Dump will write the object into the file. You have two parameters. The object that is to be dumped is record, is it? And then, the name of the file handle will be F. Okay, so the record list will be dumped into the file which will be pointed to by F. That's it. And then finally we'll close it. We'll just check whether the program runs correctly or not. Just to make the matter a little simpler, print record added. All right, let's run the program and check. Oops, there is a mistake. Where is it? It says invalid syntax. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, silly mistake. I'll just run this. Okay, enter roll number 1A. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Roll number 2. Enter name B. Do you wish to continue? One more. And then roll number will be 3. Enter name C. Finally, I would like to say N. Record edit. Let's go and check, how the binary files appear. Okay, where is C? Where is 2.txt? It's in C drive, temp folder, and then there you go. Is this the one? Looks like this is the one. There you go. Okay, so as you can see, the characters, they appear to be, jumbled up, scrambled. So this is the idea behind, how the characters are stored in a binary format. So now these characters, are not human understandable format, but they are machine understandable format. They could be directly understood and, processed by, the machine itself. So this is the primary difference between the text file and the binary, the file. So the software, the text editor is trying its level best to show the binary files, but it cannot do so. So hence, all that the software could do is, show these characters in a scrambled, format. So the basic idea is, these characters are represented in a binary format, which is no way, understandable, by human, but rather they are directly processed by the machine. So, this is how you write a program using pickle module in order to insert or add the record. So if I give you a brief explanation, it's pretty simple. You have an empty list called record, and then you receive the roll number, the name, and then you prepare a list called data. Okay, you have a list by the name of data. So I entered 1 and A. So 1 and A will become the first element of the record. Okay, and then I said yes. I go for the next one. I entered 2 and B. So the new value of data will be 2, B. So in record, you already have the first element as 1 and A. Now 2, B will be the next combination. That will be the second element of the record. And then you go for the final loop. Now this time I entered I entered 3, C, right? So 3, C will become the new value of data. So record already, had 2 combination, 1A, 2B. The 2C will now be appended, and then finally when you come out, so record, this is nothing but a big list with 3 individual lists. I repeat, this record is one big list with 3 elements. The first element is again a list which will have the element of 1, A. The second, the element is again a list, but the individual elements will be 2, B. And then finally you have the third element, which is nothing but a list with 2 elements of 2, C. So the next program will help us to understand the first program. So let's go and write the program for unpickling. Unpickling is nothing but the vice versa of pickling. Just try to recall what do you mean by pickling. Conversion of the format of the data in active memory to byte stream format. Byte stream format is the format which is used in storing the information in the files onto the disk. Unpickling is just the vice versa. You are trying to convert back the byte stream format back to the format which is understandable by us, the format which will work in the active memory. So pickling, and then you have unpickling, right? Okay, so again, import pickle module. We need to pickle. Let's import this. F equals open C:/ followed by temp / and then you have the name of the file as 2.bin, followed by the file mode will be RB. Now this time it will be reading operation, and then you have the record pickle dot load, and then you need to specify the file mode of the file handle or the file object of F. Before we proceed further, let's check what is it that is stored in the record in order to have a better understanding of the program. So print record, and then we'll try to there's some problem here. Okay, there you go. Okay, what we see here is a list, a big list which starts here and finishes here. So this is as per my earlier explanation. The first element will be nothing but a list with 1 and A. Second element is again a list. Third element is again a list. This is an example of a nested list. A list embedded in another list is nothing but a nested list. So you got to understand this. The pickle.load function will prepare the data which is stored in the file in the format of a big list with individual elements again in the form of list. So this will help us to understand the program better. Okay, now after this what do we do is let's have the for R in record. Okay, so the big R will assume the first element of record. This as a whole is represented by a list variable called record. So for R in record means R will assume the first element of record, which is this, which is 1A. And then if I want to print the first element of 1A, then it has to be like roll number equals R of 0. We have done this when you were in class 11, and then name equals R.1, and then we'll print this, print roll number followed by, we'll use a tab key, and then followed by name. Okay, that's it, I guess. Okay, and then finally I'll close it, f.close. Okay, we'll run the program and check. There you go. Okay, 1A, 2B, and 3C. But what I'll do is, in order to understand the program better, record, because I need this. Okay, there you go, and then I'll keep this. Okay, so we'll try to understand the program. It should be pretty simple. Okay, you have the file handle pickle.load. Pickle.load will convert the content of F, the information which is stored in stu.bin. It will convert the byte stream format to the format that is understandable to us, or the original format, and then it will be assigned to record. Just a while back, when we printed the record, these are very much, understandable to us. So the load will convert the byte stream format back to the original format. Okay, so the value of record will be this big list. For R in record, the first value of R will be the first element. The first element is nothing but this small list which has two more elements. The first one is 1 and the second one is A. So what is the first value of R? 1A. And then R of 0 means the first element of R is 1. The first element of R is 1, which will be assigned to roll number. So roll number will have the value of 1. R1 means the second element of R. The second element of R is A. A will be assigned to name. This is how 1 and A will be printed. Let's go for the next loop. The next value of R will be second element, 2B. 2B. So the next value of R will be 2B. R of 0 means the first element of this list. The first element of this list is 2. 2 will be assigned to roll number. The second element of this will be B. B will be assigned to name. Thus 2B will be printed. And finally, the value of R will be the third element. Third element. The first element of third element is 3. 3 will be assigned to roll number. And then the second element of this list is C. C will be assigned to name. And then when you run this program, you get to see 1A, 2B, and 3C. So this, is how pickling works and how unpickling works. So as of now, all I want you to understand is, the definition of pickle, okay, pickling for that matter, and the definition of unpickling. Now from here on, we are going to deal with operations like search, inserting we're just done, or adding, and then updating, and then perhaps deleting, but using, the module called pickle. All right. So with this, I would like to wind up, but a brief recall of today's video lesson. Just to start with, we completed the remaining two programs of update and deletion. So till that point, that was the first part regarding handling binary operation, or handling files, binary files. And then from here on, with the pickling and unpickling, again, it's something similar. The operations are going to be similar on similar kind of files, binary files, but using the module of pickle. Right? So with this, I would like to end, and please go through the earlier video lessons and make sure that you have it completely covered. And please take care of yourself and study well. Thank you.